Good morning, students. Welcome to E-Suvidya. Hope you all are fine and safe. Students, in the previous class, we have studied how a son opens the eyes of his father and help him to understand what is the true richness means. So in today we will discuss about the follow-up lesson, a tiny warrior. So students, before going to the lesson, let me ask you a simple question. What is the official language of the Indian Union? What is the official language of the Indian Union? Students, as you know, Hindi in the Devanagari script is the official language of the Indian Union, and English is used as an additional official language. English in the Roman script is the additional official language of the Indian Union. Students, you must have marked that I have asked you the question that what is the official language of Indian Union, and I have not asked you the question what is the national language of Indian Union. You must have marked this, that I have not asked you that what is the national language of Indian Union, rather I have asked you what is the official language of Indian Union. It is because India has no national language of its own. According to the Article 343(1) of the Indian Constitution, Article 343(1) of the Indian Constitution, Hindi in the Devanagari script should be the official language of India, of Indian Union, and English is used as an additional official language of India. Nowhere in the Constitution of India it is mentioned that India has any national language of its own, a national language. So Hindi is regarded in the Devanagari script is regarded as the official language of the Indian Union. In most of the states of India, students, English is taught as a second language. In most of the schools, English is taught as a second language throughout India. In some states like Jammu and Kashmir and Nagaland, maximum or the government of these two states have passed an amendment that English should be used as a major language for the instruction in the schools. And some other states are also thinking to implement the same policy, like the Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Delhi. They are also thinking to use English as an important medium of instruction in their state government schools. Students, as you know, in our state, we start learning English from the class 3. So now a question comes, whenever we are learning English in different classes, so what should be the method of instruction? Whether the instructions should be completely given in our mother tongue, or we will use the complete English terms or English terminology while giving the instructions. So some people may give suggestions that whenever we give instructions in the mother tongue, then students can easily understand this. So instructions should be given in the mother tongue. And some other may suggest that whenever the instruction is given in the mother tongue, generally what happens? It develops a habit. Whenever the student wants to express his thought, first he started thinking in his own mother tongue. First he or she starts thinking in his or her own mother tongue, then try to translate it into a foreign language like English. So there comes the problem. Whenever our thoughts started developing in our own mother tongue and we want to express our thoughts by translating it into English, then there the problem arises. And here we have taken in the follow-up lesson, we will see how a student of a class 5 studying in a state government school lead a movement against the bazaar notebooks. What do you mean by bazaar notebooks? You see that there are some cheap meaning books are available in the market, and generally what our student do, generally our student start reading the books or start reading the English book, then they started searching their meaning, searching the meaning of different words from the bazaar notebooks or cheap meaning books. Then they try to understand the content by using the bazaar notebooks. So sometimes using the bazaar notebooks or the cheap meaning books spoil the real sense of learning the English, because whenever we are trying to study English by following the bazaar notebooks or by using the cheap meaning books, then automatically we lose the chance of developing the English or developing the habit of speaking English. Because generally whenever we are following for its meaning in a different notebooks, then automatically we develop the habit of finding out the meaning of every word in our mother tongue, and there comes the problem. So automatically what happens, generally whenever we want to speak something, then the thoughts generally develop in our mother tongue and we want to translate into English, and there is the lack of vocabulary. And due to lack of vocabulary, what we want to say, we cannot say. We cannot express our thoughts because our thoughts are not coming in English directly, but our thoughts are coming in our mother tongue and we want to translate it to English. In maximum cases, our students face such type of problems, and due to such type of a problem, they cannot express or they cannot express their thoughts in proper English. So this is the problem that happens to our students who are studying in a different classes. So here in this follow-up lesson, we will see how a student of a class 5 led a movement against these cheap notebooks, how these cheap notebooks are spoiling the career of students, and how a tiny girl, a small girl, is leading a movement against such type of bazaar notebooks. So let me read the sense group paragraph 1, first part of the sense group paragraph 1. So students, look at your book attentively. A tiny warrior, sense group paragraph 1. One evening, Mitu and Situ, two sisters, were studying in their room. Mitu studies in class 7 and Situ in class 5. The two sisters were studying in two different schools. Their uncle, Mr. Giri, was watching them from a little distance. He was a retired teacher. He had come to visit them on a weekend. Mr. Giri saw Mitu reading one paragraph from her English notebook, then reading the meaning of the paragraph in the Odia, a bazaar in Odia from a bazaar notebook or a meaning book, which disturbed him. If children study English like this, they will never learn English, he thought. So here the story is about two little girls, Mitu and Situ. Mitu is reading in class 7 and her younger sister Situ is reading in class 5, and both of them are studying in two different schools. And on a weekend, their uncle, Mr. Giri, visited to their house. So he was a retired school teacher. So he observed that the elder daughter or elder one, Mitu, is reading who is reading in the class 7. How he is reading? How he is studying English? He is studying one paragraph from his English textbook, and after reading that paragraph from his English textbook, then he is every time opening the meaning book, which is in Odia, the cheap bazaar book or the meaning book, in order to find out the meaning of these words. And in this way, she wants to understand the meaning of every word and a paragraph. And when Mr. Giri saw this, actually he was quite disturbed, that if the children will learn English in such a manner, if they will try to find out the meaning of every word in their mother tongue, then they can never learn English properly. They can never learn English properly. So this disturbed Mr. Giri, who was a retired teacher. So it disturbed him very much. So for this reason, he wanted to help the two sisters to learn the English properly. So this is about the theme of the first paragraph of the sense group paragraph 1. So students, here we have seen that how both the girls who are studying in two different schools, or how both the girls studying in two different schools start studying the English, and how the elder one, Mitu, start studying English. So in the next class we will see whether it is the proper method of studying English or not. So students, let us find out some new words from these portions that we have studied in the sense group paragraph 1. So first let me explain the meaning of the title. The meaning of the title is a tiny warrior. Tiny means very small or very small. Warrior means a soldier. Warrior means soldier. So here the younger sister Situ, who is studying in class 5, is regarded as a tiny warrior or a small soldier who want to lead a movement against the bazaar notebooks. Okay, so here tiny warrior means a small soldier. So here a small soldier, a tiny warrior in this chapter is referred to Situ, a little girl who is studying in the class 5. So let us find out the meaning of this, meaning of some new words that is mentioned in this sense group paragraph 1. First word is tiny. Tiny means, as you know, small. Tiny means, as you know, small. So let me use it into a meaningful sentence. The baby put his tiny hand in mine. The baby put his tiny hand in mine. Or we may use it into another meaningful sentence. This school is meant for tiny tots. This school is meant for tiny tots. Tiny tots means very small children who are reading in nursery or these classes or in play schools. This school is meant for tiny tots means this is a play school. Then the next word is warrior. Warrior means soldier. Warrior means soldier. So we may use it in a meaningful sentence. The young man is a bold warrior. The young man is a bold warrior. So the last one is disturbed. Disturbed meaning made someone worried or unhappy. Made someone worried or unhappy. So we may use it into a meaningful sentence. His unruly behavior disturbed the entire class. His unruly behavior disturbed the entire class. Or we may use it into another meaningful sentence. She was in a disturbed state of mind. She was in a disturbed state of mind. So disturbed means made someone worried or unhappy. So students, today we have discussed up to first part of the sense group paragraph 1. In the next class we will discuss the rest part of the sense group paragraph 1. Thank you. Have a nice day.